Hey y'all, for week 5 discussion in ethics and community relations, the topic is, in your opinion, what is the most unethical thing a law enforcement officer or correctional officer could or can do? I feel like this is more or less, in my opinion, to police officers, because police officer, they feel like because they are the law that they can break the law, which in my opinion is wrong in any circumstance. Because if we have to follow the law, then just because you enforce the law doesn't mean that you have the right to break the law. Like, you see police officers, like, on and off duty, they'll race around and they're speeding and, doing whatever they want to do because they feel like, because I am the law, that I can break the law. And in any circumstance, a police officer can hurt somebody when they're speeding on and off duty. They can get pulled over, and just because you're a police officer doesn't mean that other officers are going to look out for you and not give you a ticket just because you're a police officer. We are all in the same. Like, we have to follow the law, and that's just it. Just because you feel like you're above us because you enforce the law, and doesn't give you the right to do the things that we can't do and that we get in trouble for, that we get pulled over for, speeding or tent tickets or disturbing the peace or whatever, like whatever the case may be. You can't do that just because you're enforcing the law. And they use their badge against everybody. Like, I have a badge, so I'm going to get away with more, or the people are going to be on my side more than they're going to be on your side, and that's not right. Because at the end of the day, when you take that uniform off, you're just like us. You're still able to get pulled over for speeding. Just because you're not in a patrol car doesn't mean that you have the right to speed. Like, state troopers, they're the world's worst. Like, they'll be flying down 95, and then you see them off duty and they're flying through town, So you're kind of contradicting yourself. You can't get somebody else in trouble for the stuff that you're doing too. So I feel like that's a big deal, that police officers kind of need to lower their egos and realize that they're the same as us. They're always going to be the same as us, whether they have a uniform, a badge, work in the jailhouse or whatever. You can't sit there and get somebody else in trouble for the same things that you're doing when you're off duty. So I feel like that is a big deal, and something needs to be done about it, because that's just not right. You can't get in trouble for something that you're doing yourself. So that's how I feel, and it's definitely unethical for police officers on and off duty, correctional officers on and off duty. Not really sure what goes on in the jailhouse, because I've never been in a jailhouse, don't want to be in a jailhouse, but I can't really speak on correctional officers. But police officers, I've had my fair share of dealings with them, and I feel like sometimes they just do things that they shouldn't do, and it's not right. So